So engaging a builder at the start, it can be a bit of a daunting process. So we've established a really simple and effective way for tendering. This video is going to explain the Bayside built tender process. Starts with engaging a builder. Many ways to engage a builder. You could probably rattle off a few off the top of your head, but you might see a banner in your suburb. Social media platforms, you've got Instagram, Facebook. Maybe you've seen your builder in the magazine. Jump out. Bayside Built is your selected builder. So you've reached out to us, phone call, email, simple. Second step is we've received your inquiry. I send you a questionnaire. It's an online form, simple to fill out, take you 5, maybe 10 minutes. It's got a link, attach all your information onto the link, documents, plans, whatever you got, put it on there. I look at that myself. The main purpose of the questionnaire is to work out compatibility. We'll reply to your email either way. Thanks for the inquiry, and then the site meeting. So site meeting could be the house you want to renovate. It could be the land for the new build. Or if your house is tenanted, don't worry, we can meet somewhere, cafe in our offices. Site meeting, again, it's a formulated process. We've got about 6 steps that we stick to every time. Look, the first one is we meet, we look at the documents, walk through the house, talk about your aspirations, and then it's finished off with a bit more of a serious chat about things like when. Budget is a really important consideration. A lot of people skim over that. We think that needs to be a topic that's thrown on the table early so expectations can be met. So once we've got all of that out of the way, we've had our site meeting, you're looking forward to building with Bayside Built, we start getting into the tender process. We pay a lot of money for our building software, and it covers everything that we do in construction, from lead management to project closure. Your project goes into our software and we start picking apart the entire build. Everything you can imagine. Every brick, timber floorboard, hour of labor, screw that goes in the wall gets quantified. We then add an element of risk to your project, depending on, maybe something on the site. You might have a super slopey block, maybe difficult access, crane requirements, deep excavation. All these things add to elements of risk. 4 to 6 weeks later, we come out with a final price. Revision 1, right? 4 to 6 weeks for one revision sounds like a hefty amount of time, but you're building a house, right? We're not here to give free quotes. You're not gonna get something slapped on paper. This is a proper process. We're not tendering 10 jobs at once. We'll be doing 1 at a time, maybe 2, to book out our 12 to 18 months of work at a time and put 100% of effort into it. Like, we've got site meetings, that 4 to 6 weeks, we'll meet with you on site, in your house, see how we're tracking with the tender. Maybe you've got some updates coming, send you to one of our showrooms, have a look at floors. That's a really good process, I think, is making sure we're speccing the right thing to your project. So you've just got your tender back from Bayside Built, it looks really good, you're happy with everything that's been included, and now comes the time to either sit down with the builder and make any adjustments, or if you've gone to the effort to get a second or third tender from other builders, you need to review them. When you're reviewing a tender, just be really sure that you're reviewing apples for apples. A lot of the time, costs can be hidden in provisional sums and prime cost items. Our prelim handover book has a little breakdown of what they are. And to give a little bit more of an explanation of what they are, basically they're adjustables within the lump sum. So if we've got a $50,000 allowance for a kitchen as a provisional sum item, that amount is subject to change. So you end up having a $60,000 kitchen, that 10 grand is worn by the owner, not the builder. So what do people do? They charge the kitchen at 20, knowing full well that it's going to be a $50,000 kitchen. You get a nasty surprise halfway through, and the builder ends up being the same price as your comparative quote. So be really thorough, checking your provisional sums, know your gear, and if you're really concerned, check with a supplier. If it's a kitchen, go get a quote for a kitchen and make your builder justify their price. Head contract stage. Head contract, we use standard template HIA, Housing Industry of Australia. It's really thorough. To be honest, it's no legal jargon. Majority of people can read through it and understand. If you want a little bit of safe of mind, send it off to a solicitor. It's a binding contract. It is, the part that forms our agreement between builder and owner. So you want to be sure, this is for you, this is for your peace of mind. Yeah, the contract looks good. Sign the contract, pay the 10% deposit, and we're off and running on specification and scheduling of the project. This is where it starts to get fun. You've engaged Bayside Built, now you start to be, you're part of the family. We're going through your house quite often, getting everything detailed, right? So start going out to showrooms. We've got suppliers for everything. We use the same suppliers and subbies on all of our jobs, trusted team that you can start going to look at their stock. This stage, this process, you want at least 4 weeks. Look, in the instance your project's rushed, it's time sensitive, it can be condensed. It can be condensed to the point of happening during the build, but you can understand the pressure that comes with selecting and scheduling a whole house mid-construction. It's a lot on you, it's a lot on me, something we like to avoid. So 4 to 6 weeks, pre-construction, spec the house, the whole house. Even construction details, again, for you, not super interesting, critical for me to run a tight program. So, we're doing projects a little bit quicker than the average. These things are why we do them quicker, because of efficient programming. Something that I love, I think I get off on it a little bit, it's good. That's your house spec'd, almost ready to build. You need a construction certificate. Can be issued by council. Generally, it's a private certifier. We arrange and oversee that. It's something that we do together. Unless you're not into it, you've handed everything over to us. Allow about 10 days to put it together. Get your construction certificate, and then we rip in demo time. Construction started. If you're interested in building, reach out to us. Bayside Built have the process laid out. We'll be able to walk you through it. So give me a call and let's get building.